popcorn and on it for summer dad. It's your girl Kayla and back with another video for the channel. In today's video, I'm going to be giving y'all some tips on how to grow your 4C or your type 4 hair, alright? So before I hop into this video, if you haven't already, make sure you head over to Instagram, follow me at Michaela.queen and at My Ancestors Curls. Make sure you comment, like, and subscribe, turn on your post notifications so that you can be notified every single time your girl posts. And hold on, OMG, before I start this video, I have to show some gratitude and thank y'all. I literally hit 400 subscribers and this was the other day and I'm like, oh my gosh, I am so grateful for y'all because this is such a steady journey for me, and I really love what I do on YouTube when it comes to hair videos, lifestyle videos. I just love creating content and putting it out there. So I just have to express some gratitude. Thank y'all so much for 400 subscribers. And baby, I know I said we was on the road to 5, but I know I'm gonna hit 500, and so we about to be on the road to 1,000 subbies. All right, so I just had to take a moment because y'all do it every single time. Alright, for real. Let's hop into this video. So okay, like I said before, I'm gonna be showing y'all how you can grow your 4C hair. In 2018, this was my hair right here. I cut it all off. I had a relaxer, I cut it all off, and that was the starting point. Now, to date, 2023, end of 2023, this is my hair now. And it's so funny because when I was looking back at the picture, I'm like, dang, that was on December 23rd of 2018. And December 23rd of 2023 is gonna make 5 years that I've been a natural girly. All right, so I'm gonna be giving y'all some tips that I have used or knowledge that I've acquired over the years on how to grow your type 4 hair. But before we jump into this video, I must tell y'all, please pay attention in this video, okay? All of the tips that I'm going to give you are going to help you in your hair regimen, in your practices of trying to grow your type 4 hair. However, I will say the last tip that I give you in this video, in my opinion, is probably the most important. So make sure you're watching this entire video to gain all of the knowledge and staying tuned for that very last tip. All right, let's hop into this video. Number 1 is trims. You have to trim your hair. Your hair is not gonna grow if you are not cutting off those dead ends. Because, all right, let's put it like this, right? We all know when our hair is straight, it's like, ooh, my hair got length, but it's you see the little gaps at the bottom and the little split ends? Yeah, those gotta go. And to be truthful with you, the hair is only gonna have to keep getting cut shorter if you don't keep up with your trims, because the split is gonna keep going up into the hair strands until it looks uneven, and to make the hair even again, you have to cut off a whole bunch of hair. So that won't happen if you're continuously trimming your hair. Now, how often you should be trimming your hair is a little controversial. I know some people like to go every 6 months. Some girls like to, or some people in general, like to do every 3 months, every 4 months, every 2 months. It's really up to you, the speed of your hair, how it grows, or what you just see fit for your hair. And I know some of y'all might think, well, if I trim my hair, how is it supposed to grow? Your hair is gonna continue to grow. But if you're not consistently cutting off those little dead ends, let's put it like this. Your hair grows more than you'll have to cut or that you'll have to trim. Think about it like that. Your hair will grow more than you have to trim every 3, 4, or 6 months, right? I'm gonna just leave it right there and I'm gonna let you sit with that and think about what that means, okay? That's tip number 1, trim your hair. Tip number 2, wash routine. Wash routine, wash routine, wash routine. I cannot stress this one enough, and it's all of these are super important. You have to find a wash routine that works for your hair, and by wash routine, I'm talking about the consistency and how often you wash your hair, 1, and I'm talking about the products that you use in your hair, 2, and 3, just your order method, right? Your hair is like a baby. If you don't get it into a routine, if your hair doesn't get used to something, you can't see any real progress because your hair is trying to fill it out to see, does it dry out my hair? Does the product take in with my hair? Like, you won't be able to measure anything if you're not being consistent, okay? I actually just posted my newly updated wash routine on my channel, so if you haven't checked that out, please go check that video out. There's some great tips in there for people who got thick hair like me, okay? Tip number 3, hair treatments. Y'all, I love me a good hair treatment, okay? You only really need a hair treatment like once a month, and I only do it once a month because I don't want to over process my hair with any protein treatment that I might be giving it or just anything. I don't want to oversaturate my hair, if that makes sense, because I already wash my hair bi-weekly. It's just not logical for me to do mayo, avocado, egg, all of that like twice in a month. Like, it can actually start stripping your hair because your hair is over processing, okay? And hair treatments can look different all around. It can be a hair mask. You can steam your hair, like just pamper your hair. Give your hair some tender loving care once a month. Hair treatments are just going to strengthen your hair. It's gonna soften your hair, and it's just gonna promote all of those things that you are looking for. The fullness, the shine, the length retention, right? Because it makes it easier for you to detangle your hair and whatever it is that you might be doing or trying to style. Tip number 4, low manipulated hairstyles. This one is super, super, super important. As a girl, me, myself, and I am talking about me. I love to like do all of these things with my hair. I love to give braids, I love wigs, I love the natural hairstyles. My thing really be like my high puffs with like the curls on the top when I create the curls. Like, I love doing that to my hair, but doing it too often, like, you're manipulating your hair too much. Especially in the winter time, I like to keep my hair away because it's cold outside, and your hair, natural hair, your curls, them strands, them 4C beautiful curls do not mesh with the 26-degree weather outside, okay? So you need to make sure that you are protecting your hair. So low manipulated hairstyles can look like 2-strand twists. Low manipulated hairstyles can look like cornrows, 4 little doodle braids that you might have in your head, okay? They all look different. The whole point of a low manipulated hairstyle is so that you do not have to touch your hair. You're not constantly styling it every single day. Hell, every week, you know what I'm saying? So a good way to make use of a low manipulated hairstyle is, I'll give you an example right now, a wig, which brings me to protective styles. When you have natural hair, specifically type 4 hair, we'll even bring it down to 3C a little bit. Protective styles are your best friend, okay? But do not abuse them. Protective styles are your best friend because when you leave your hair alone, you're allowing your hair to just be, to let it sit in its element and to just grow. I love wigs because when I go to bed at night, I literally swoop this off, I'll oil my scalp, put my bonnet on, repeat. Leave your hair alone. Let your hair just be. Let it live in its element. It's like a plant. You water the plant, we oil our scalp, right? And we just let it flourish. Just let your hair flourish. That's it. Now, when I say that protective styles can be dangerous, it can be dangerous because yes, you want to do protective styles like braids or butterfly locks or cornrows or the 2-strand twist, like whatever that method looks like for you. Yes, I encourage it. But you cannot do them back to back to back to back. If you just start doing these styles back to back, you can actually start causing breakage in your hair because you're not allowing your hair to breathe, right? So I'll give you an example. Let's say someone got knotless braids, right? They got some tailbone knotless braids. Okay, super cute. They have those in for 6 weeks. They take it out, they wash their hair that same day, and then the next day they go back in and put some cornrows. You cannot do that to your hair. For one, you're not letting your scalp like be released of the tension that it was under from the new growth of the braids and from it just being snatched up when it was freshly done. You have to let your hair breathe. After taking your hair out of a protective style, I recommend at least 1 week. Let your hair breathe. Give your hair a break for at least 1 week before you just jump into doing another style. Even 1 week is a little still scary to me. I want to say almost 2 weeks. Like, just leave your hair be, because when you manipulate your hair too much, it just goes downhill. But overall, I will say, once you know the pros and cons of protective styles, that method gonna become your best friend, okay? Like, y'all gonna go together real bad. All right, my next tip, which is tip number 6 is, or 7, one of them, is minimal heat. My goodness. As a member of the Type 4 Club, I cannot get a silk press 3 times a year. Like, that is just not ideal. Like, for people who have Type 4 hair, silk presses are recommended like once a year. Like, even that scares me. But like I said, everyone's hair is different. The strength of everyone's hair is different. But low heat. Now, don't get me wrong. It's okay to straighten your hair. It's okay to do a length check. But like, you can't be getting them silk presses 3 times a year. At that point, like, go get a relaxer, or I don't know what to tell you. But flat irons, like, y'all can be acquaintances. Y'all can't be best friends. Just put it like that. Now, when it comes to blow drying your hair, even blow drying, you still want to be careful of. And I'm going to say this right now. I want y'all to hear me when I say this. Like, look at me right here. Any type of heat that you put to your head, before you do that, please use a heat protectant, okay? The heat protectant is going to act as a shield for when that contact to contact heat to hair strands hits your head. It's going to at least try to protect your hair strands, because you have to think about it. Any type of heat that you're putting to your head, whether it's a blow dryer, whether it's a flat iron, you are weakening your hair strands. And anything that you can do within your power to protect those hair strands, preserving your curls, will help. Using too much heat can cause heat damage. It can cause breakage. It can cause a loss in your curls or just weak curls. So you have to be really, really careful when you are using heat. Another tip is to study your hair porosity, okay? You can have high hair porosity, you can have low hair porosity, or your hair can just be neutral. The way to do this is taking one strand of hair, putting it in water. If your hair immediately sinks to the bottom, you have high hair porosity, meaning your hair absorbs water so quick, but then it dries out really fast. If your hair strand just floats at the top of the water immediately, you have low hair porosity, meaning it takes a very long time for water to absorb in your hair. If your hair just floats in the middle immediately, you have neither. Knowing your hair porosity is super important because it is going to make your wash day super, super effective. Let me put it into perspective for y'all. You can have a really good wash routine. You can have a really good system of the steps that you do with your hair. But if those products do not align to what your hair needs, you're not gonna see results. You're not gonna see growth. You're actually gonna end up frustrated. Any type of frustration with hair is a different level of just mad. So I say all of that to say, y'all, learn the porosity of your hair. It's gonna tell you what products you should be using in your hair, and you're gonna see all of the difference after your wash days, the texture of your hair, how easier it is to detangle, how it becomes moisturized, how it stays moisturized, all of those things. Another tip in how to grow your type 4 hair is making sure that you're using the right brushes and combs on your hair. Now, back in like 2016, when my hair was relaxed, it was real easy for me to run a rat tail comb through my head. Let me try doing that with my 4C hair right now. I will break the strands. I will create more split ends. Like, it's just not gonna be pretty. With this type of hair, even when I'm in the shower doing my wash day, I have to use a wide tooth comb because that type of comb caters to my hair. It's the same thing with brushes. Even brushes that you're using to create your curls. Hold on, y'all give me one sec because I wanna show this to y'all. All right, y'all, so I have these 2 brushes right here. Forgive me, this one's like a little used. This is my Denman brush, and I honestly don't know like the name of this brush, but these 2 brushes are what I use to create my curls when I do my high puffs. Something that I noticed with the Denman brush is that it pulls out more hair than it needs to. But then when I use this barely, like, you know, tugs at my hair. So that's what I mean when I say pay attention to your hair. Pay attention to the amount of hair that's coming out, regardless if it's your wash day, regardless if you're trying to create curls, whatever it is that you're trying to do. If it's a comb, if it's a brush, pay attention to how much hair that you're losing in the process. That's going to be a big factor in trying to retain length and trying to grow your hair. All right, my second to last tip before I get to the best tip of them all, okay? Like, the last tip is like the most important tip in my opinion, but we ain't there yet. So for this next tip, you want to make sure that you are oiling your scalp. Nobody likes a dry scalp. You want to make sure that your scalp is hydrated, because when your scalp isn't hydrated, that's how you start getting scabs, you get a buildup of dandruff, and like, it's just not pretty. So depending on how your hair operates, how quickly dandruff builds up in your hair, that will allow you to decide how often you should be oiling your scalp. Me personally, I like to oil my scalp every day, every other day. So it's really your preference and really just how you study your hair. Now, when you oil your scalp, you want to make sure that you are massaging it. I love this method because it literally gets the blood flowing in your scalp and it's going to promote hair growth. All right, the last tip of them all. This tip is super, 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 super important, all right? I don't think y'all ready. If you are not adding this tip into your hair regimen, where you been? I don't know if you've been under a rock or what, but my last and final tip is this. Yeah, you see it. Did y'all really think I was gonna end this video without promoting my own hair oil? Like, let's be real. I have a whole Instagram page called My Ancestors Curls. Hello, these are real people, these are real results. I do it on myself. Like, I don't know how much more convincing y'all need. My hair oil, okay? If you have not purchased a bottle of Rich and Full from My Ancestors Curls, go get you a bottle right now. Like, I can't tell y'all like the magic that is in this bottle, the way it has grown my hair since I did my second big chop back in March till now we are in December. My hair is flourishing. My hair strands are thicker, and when I tell y'all, I am so excited to go, I'm not that excited, but I'm excited to do a length check in my hair, because one thing my stylist told me when I got my silk press was that the front of my hair was thin, and I'm like, dang. So, but when I tell y'all, this oil has completely changed the density of my hair. Like, I am excited to go get another silk press to see the progress that the front of my hair has made. Let me adjust y'all so that I can like have more room on this screen. The proof is in the pudding. Like, all of the before and afters are right here. If you are trying to grow your hair, if you are trying to thicken your hair, this right here, this is the answer right here, okay? Go purchase a bottle of Rich and Full from myancestorscurls.com and make sure y'all take some before and after. I've done 3 hair series already on myself using this product right here. I have before and after pictures posted on the Instagram. I have a whole video of before and afters of people using my oil, me reacting to them using my hair oil. And within all of those, their hair has grown in density, in length, or has filled in from any thinning or bald spots that it might have had. Go purchase you a bottle of Rich and Full, baby. I personally recommend using this oil once a day, every day for at least 4 weeks. Give yourself 4 to 6 weeks. This bottle of Rich and Full has no preservatives. There are no chemicals in here. This is what you need. This is the growth oil you never knew you needed. Go purchase a bottle, all right? But that is all the tips that I have for y'all in today's video. I really hope you enjoyed these tips. I hope that this was helpful, educational, resourceful. I hope that you add these tips to your daily regimen of trying to take care of your type 4 hair and in trying to grow it. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Please comment and subscribe. Turn on your post notifications so that you could be notified when your girl posts. Head over to IG. Follow me at Michaela.Queen and at My Ancestors Curls. I love y'all so much, and I'm gonna catch y'all in my next video. As always,